Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a new rock boot unboxing, which I am so happy about. Yes, this will be a new rock unboxing where I will show you kind of the details of the shoes. This won't be a review as such. I might do a follow-up one later. So if you like these types of videos, please consider subscribing and I will get into the video now. I didn't actually plan on buying these new rocks in the past because I do own 4 pairs excluding the ones that I'm about to show you, and in the past they've all been very kind of planned because they are such an expensive company. So I've either had them for like a joint Christmas or birthday present, or I've saved up for them, something like that. But these are the first pair that I literally saw and then kind of bought the next day, or they could have been the same day. And I don't usually do that. In the past I've bought new rocks from New Rock Direct, which unfortunately shut down, New Rock Boots and Shoes, which I think shut down as well, and Silver Heart and eBay, and those two are still up obviously. And I haven't actually bought any from the official New Rock website. So I was just kind of on there having a look, as you do. And I saw they had a sales bit, and then when you clicked on the sales tab of the website, it had an outlet section, and I was like, what? New Rock have an outlet? And I was looking on there, and then these boots came up in my size with like a ridiculous amount of money off, and I was like, are you kidding me? Because basically when I walk to like university and stuff, I'm always like jumping on trains, and you know, if I'm late I'm usually running. So I like boots that I can wear, that I can run in basically, and that aren't going to weigh me down. So obviously the 2 pairs of boots I have from New Rock, one of them are the spring boots, you can't really run in them, and the second pair are the reactors, and they're quite heavy so you can't run in those either. And the shoes are high heels, so we're not going to go there. The main pair of shoes I wear for university are my Doc Martens, and because they are a patent material, where you walk and they crease and everything, some of the patent material started to like peel off, which isn't great. But I do use them every day, and they are kind of one of my most worn pairs of shoes. So I thought I would get a second pair of Doc Martens to kind of switch up between them. And also if I wanted to wear like black skinny jeans, I don't really want to wear black boots, I wanted to wear a different colour. So I thought I'd end up getting a different pair of Doc Martens. I was looking at the white ones, and I had quite a few pairs saved on my Depop wish list, when you like it and stuff. I had saved pairs of second-hand white Doc Martens, kind of standard sole, and they were priced minimum £50, but they had like scuffs on, and kind of the more nicer ones were around 85, because those shoes do usually sell for I think 100 or 120 or something. So they're not cheap shoes either. But anyway, so I had planned to get those eventually, but it was kind of all the scuffs that was putting me off because they were kind of still pricey to me. But then I saw these and I got these instead. So these shoes came up, and these are called the, they have funny names on New Rock for some reason, but they're called the Boot Metallic M-NEWMILI084-R8. That's the name of them. And these shoes were selling for €53 and then 7 cents. I think it's cents. And I couldn't believe it, because I think that's around £48, and I was looking to spend like 50 to 85 on second-hand Doc Martens that, you know, aren't even made as well, and then here are a pair of New Rocks that were 48. So I was like, that's, I was so shocked. I didn't even know they had an outlet, and they were only available in my size, as I said at the beginning, which I just thought was a sign. And what made it even more like creepy is the style that they had were these. So obviously straight away they look like a Doc Martens style. Obviously a lot of brands do this kind of military style boot, but this was kind of exactly what I was looking for, kind of a Doc Martens style, and it's better because these were cheaper and they're made in Spain, because a lot of people think Doc Martens are made in the UK and they're not. There's a small selection that are, and they're double or triple the price. So to get a pair of shoes that were cheaper and better made and made of leather, I was shocked. So as I said, these cost €53.07, and then the shipping to get here, because obviously they do ship from Spain, was €16.34. Overall it came to €69.41, so obviously that does put it up a bit, but overall it came to £65. And considering, as I said, new rock, handmade, made in Spain, shipping from Spain, I thought that was incredible. And these, I think, originally were €170. I know. I paid for these on the 24th of August, and they started processing on the 26th, so 2 days later, and that was the same day that they shipped. I believe I got them 2 days later, so the 28th of August, I want to say. I will just double check that to make sure. I did take a photo when I got them. Okay, so they arrived on the 29th, so I ordered them on the 24th and they arrived on the 29th, so that's not even a week, and they did ship from Spain. So obviously they were already in stock. They weren't a custom made thing because they were trying to get rid of them basically, because they're not making the style anymore. So yeah, that's the whole backstory behind these. And they do come in a standard New Rock box. So they came in like a cardboard box with New Rock tape on, and then when you opened that, inside was this shoe box. I love the shoe boxes. I always save them. So that's what it looks like. And here is the style and the photo of them. And I did get them in a size 4, which is €37. And then inside they do have the New Rock tissue paper, which I always think is really cool. And then inside were the shoes, and also, before I go into detail about the shoes, they did also throw in a free keyring, which was so cute. I do actually have one of these that I got given in Camden from the New Rock shop, but this is, I think is it the same? I think it's the same, but actually I think I have 3, because I can see one of them, it's on my whiteboard. That one I got from Camden. I got one probably with the spring boots, I'm guessing, which is on my McGoth bag, and now I have another one, but I will definitely put this on one of my other bags because I do really like these keyrings. And I believe that these keyrings sell for about €10, so that's still a pretty cool free gift to get, and they are made of like a metal. So that's what the keyring looks like. It is their logo that they put on like their shoes and stuff. So yeah, that was a nice addition that I didn't expect, especially for the price I paid. So now for the shoes themselves, I will also include a kind of cutaway video of me wearing these and trying them on. I haven't worn these out yet, so they are like brand new. So this is what they look like. As I've said, they are like a military style, and I'll start with kind of the sole and then like work my way up. So they are like a natural gum sole, and they do feel quite light. Like I feel like they're a bit heavier than Doc Martens, but they still are quite a light shoe for New Rock. And that's what the sole looks like. So it does have these like lines in it, and as you can see there are parts missing too, because it's the like standard New Rock sole. These do actually have this logo underneath. They don't have it on top anywhere, but it is like in the sole. And these look like they have like a really good grip on them. I've never had any problems like slipping in New Rock, so I assume that these will be the same, and the sole does kind of look the same as the other pairs that I have. The colour of these can be a bit misleading because it does tend to change in the light. On camera it is looking very silvery grey, almost like a blue toned grey. I mean, kind of in person they look the same. They are kind of a metallic, but I have noticed that in like artificial light they can look a bit more purple toned, which I really like as well. And I do like the fact that they do kind of change colour in a way. So they are kind of a bluey, purpley grey metallic. I do really like that colour. It reminds me of the Maybelline lipstick. I know that's really random, but the Maybelline lipstick that I really like in Huntress, it can look a bit grey and then it looks purple and then it looks like a blue, and it's like one of my favourite colours. So to kind of have shoes that do that is amazing. Kind of a standard like toe area, just like round, and then they do have lacing going up the front here. So very similar to like a Doc Marten style with all the stitching going across here. And as I've mentioned in my New Rock unboxing of the last pair that I got, the shiny pair, all the metal detailing on these shoes have kind of New Rock stamped everywhere, which some people I know don't like, but I do really like it. I think it just shows that they haven't picked random parts from, well, anywhere that's kind of cheaper. Like all their stuff is handmade and is like to their brand, which I think is really cool. Like even these tiny stud things here, they do actually have a New Rock logo on. I'm not sure how well that will show up. And all of these eyelets going up, I think, how many is there? So there is 8. All of them say New Rock on them, which just shows the amount of detail and effort that they've put into the boots. I always think New Rock is such like a great company, and I've never had any problems with their shoes breaking, and they are kind of the shoes to go for if you want boots that are going to last you a really long time. That's why I've always picked New Rock over Demonia or Killstar shoes, which I will get onto it in a minute. But carrying on with the details of these ones, they have been kind of stamped with the New Rock logo on the side. It is only on this side though, it's not on the side that you walk on. The last detail apart from these, they're kind of like a standard lace, and the lace does feel like a really nice quality. They do have the kind of tab on them, and this says New Rock on this side. Okay, so it says New Rock there, and then on the other side it says shoemaking tradition since 19, and it has kind of been cut off there, but that is the thing they put on the box. So it says shoemaking tradition from 1929, and that's kind of the main features of these. They are fairly plain, there's no zip to get into them. You do have to lace them up from the front, very similar to the Doc Marten style. Another feature is the inside. Again, I'm not sure how well I'll be able to show you this. The inside is a plain leathery material, and then inside they do have like their New Rock sole, which is always very, very comfortable. It does feel like super squishy, and I don't know if it will, oh yeah, you can kind of see it does say New Rock, their logo. And yeah, I always find New Rock are super comfy. The only ones that I have had a few issues with are like high heels, but that's literally because they are high heels. That's the main features of these. I was mainly looking on the New Rock website as well, because Killstar released these really gorgeous platform shoes, and I find it quite difficult to find really nice platform shoes that aren't high heels, that are good quality, because so many kind of more Gothic brands choose to make their shoes in vegan leather, and I get it because quite a few people prefer vegan leather shoes, but the part I don't agree with is the price point. Like, I don't get why they're so expensive for like a cheaper material. Like, that's why I always refuse to kind of buy Demonia and Killstar shoes, because they are around £100, and I mean, this was kind of like a one-off deal that I found, but to begin with, these were around 150, and you can get much more intricate designs for the same price. So to compare like £150 leather shoes to £100 glued together cheaply made vegan shoes, I can't justify paying the same price. So I was also looking on the New Rock website because I had kind of fallen in love with a Killstar pair of shoes, and I was like, no, because they're £100, and I know that as soon as I take a step out on to the street that I would fall over, because also cheaply made platforms tend to be really narrow, and that's something that I always love with New Rock, because their shoes are quite wide, not in the sense of fitting, but you feel secure in them, and that's another detail that I really like about New Rock. So I'm definitely a huge New Rock fan. I do understand that they can be expensive sometimes, which is why I was super happy to find these. I didn't expect to find New Rock for this price. I think that's mainly everything I have to say about these. I have tried them on and they do seem to fit. I would have to wear thicker socks with them, and that is kind of the case with all of New Rock's shoes. I do get them in a size 4. I do have a few pairs in a size 3 that don't fit as well. But yeah, so I would say to go with your kind of normal size, because it is better to have them fit a little bit big and have to wear maybe a thicker pair of socks than have them too small and have them hurt your feet. Customer service wise, I never really had an issue. I didn't have to contact them for anything. They arrived in like really good time and good condition and everything. So yeah, I'd say overall I had a positive experience ordering from a New Rock, and I would recommend it. Because I have quite a few pairs of New Rock and I don't find too many reviews online, I'm thinking of doing kind of a series where I review each pair of shoes in like a different video, because this might be helpful to kind of show you in video what these look like what the colours like, what they look like in person rather than just in a photo, but it's not as helpful as like a review would be. So I'm thinking of filming kind of a review on these after. These are literally my favourite. So yeah, let me know if you would be interested in a kind of New Rock series of reviews. I know I'm definitely going to film the spring boots ones, but then let me know if you are interested in me filming kind of the rest. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know if you've ever ordered from New Rock and what your experience was like. Please like this video if you did enjoy it, and as I said, comment below if you are interested in kind of a New Rock series. And as I said at the beginning, consider subscribing if you like these types of videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!